Hello there, this is Draco, and we'll be jumping back into the Modern League from last time. This time we got a new recruit to help us out. Lumi is back, and he will definitely make us be lucky enough to win the remaining 2 games we have here. So let's just get into the action. The deck itself is the one we also talked about last time. I'm not going to go too much in depth, but it's a relatively stock Merfolk list. Mono blue. We have 1 Spreading Seas, 1 Licensed Hearst, and 1 Kira in the main deck. That's the crazy one-offs we got. Other than that, we have the subtleties, which is 4 off right now. I like them. We have 3 Force Negations, and in the sideboard we have a lot of different things. We have the counter spells, which I think I'll be testing out soon, running Mana Leagues instead. We have the Hurkylls Recall, where we can return all artifacts from to its owner's hands against Hammer Time and artifact-based affinity decks. We have a second Licensed Hearst, 2 relics, a couple of chalices against cascade decks, and the 4th Force Negation is also in there. 2 Brazen Boros against Murktide, which can come in handy. Let's see if it's going to be relevant today. Let's get into the action here. Back for round 1, all round 4 against home run 55. We are up against it now. It is a 60 card deck. We got Lumi to back us up here, and we are on the play, it seems. That's very nice. Bad hand here though, not enough lands. Less money again. We also got the funky jazz up here. This I can keep here, definitely. Okay, let's keep this. The question is what we're gonna send back here. Actually, I'm considering if these 2 islands is enough. This also could come in handy. And that one could be a copy of some of the other things here. So maybe I'm just gonna put back the Warlock Grove actually here. Like this. Then keep Silver added for turn 2. And if we don't draw anything turn 3, we can Mimic and Master. And we have a couple of draws to do that. So we can actually be aggressive with the Glassblue Mimic here. It could come in handy. Esper Sentinel. So it's Hammer Time. That's going to be expensive to cast against this guy, but might be relevant. Let's see what he does here. Stoneforge Mystic. Actually, I think I want to subtlety this, considering pitching the Force, just to stall him so much here. This is a decent tempo play against a really fast deck. We can't really do that much against it either. The question is what I sent back. Since he didn't play any Cigadas 8, I think the Force Negation might be too weak here. Then we just subtlety and put that one back. Let's try that. The good thing about this is that because this is a creature spell, the Esper Sentinel won't trigger here. Interesting. Esper Sentinel is pretty decent. See if you want to trade here. Wow, he did. See if the Force Pitch is gonna come back to us here. It's a card not complete, which is a good card, but our luck is that we can actually pretty easily get Iron Walk here. So the card complete will be really irrelevant soon. See, if you're gonna use this entire turn getting down the card complete, we have maybe double Lord next turn. Starting to draw cards here. So we can raise this. This is entire game plan this. Okay, I don't think it's hammer time. They're not running Sokka-san. So it's some sort of Boros Midrange deck here. I think we can punish them pretty bad here. Moodwall is pretty decent. Gives us another attacker next turn. So he's dead next turn. That was a nice draw. He needs to remove some of our creatures here. At least a Tide Chipper. Bossa Nova is on the playlist. Sunny Jazz, Sunny Side Up. Good music choice, Lumi. He didn't figure he was gonna win here. Okay. Sokka-san Crucible of Defiance is an interesting lane. But I think we're playing against some sort of Thopter combo or something deck here. So against this deck, we like to have the option of bouncing artifacts. So we need the Hurkylls Recall. Maybe the Force Negation is not the strongest here. It's definitely an artifact based deck. That's why I also think that Ursa Saga is going to be probably in there. Prison Power is good against Kaldra, which is if this is game plan, so that's definitely decent. Not that many removal spells, so let's take out the Kira. Not anything from the graveyards. And what's the last card we're gonna take in? Maybe Dismember is pretty decent. If they have like something like Ursa. It's also good against Kaldra, right? Let's just take on one Dismember. Salty is not as his best here. Let's just take one of them out for a Dismember. You know, killing a Dismember, killing a Stoneforge Mystic with Dismember is actually not even the worst. This hand, one more lander, I would keep it. It's too risky. This is better because we have the Grasp Mimic. This thing we're just gonna put back one of our lords here. Okay, Ragaman. Good thing we took in the Dismembers. Unfortunately, he's gonna hit us here. Okay, he's not. That's nice. Nice draw. I still think that's worth it. What is this weird deck here? But nice draw from us here. Maybe they're running the Godwin Engineer. Another Ragvan. Okay, let's draw a land here. That would be nice. Thank you. I think actually, instead of trickstering, I think I just want to adapt here. He's gonna kill it off now. Maybe since he had a mana, we should have went the other way. No, okay, he didn't. It didn't seem to me like this was a removal heavy deck he was running. Okay. Yeah, Ranger Captain of Eos. That's a good card here. So this is Boros Midrange. I was just confused about the setup here. Okay, Fervent Champions. It's coming next turn. Okay, I think we want to play down the Class Moving so we can double spell next turn. And then we could consider if we want to... What are we going for? So... the Fervent of Champion... it can't buff the Ranger Captain of Eos because that's not a knight. So, what's actually gaining here from doing that? So we can consider, Trickster, Fervent Champion. Maybe he can equip some sort of equipment, put something on here. I don't think so though. Maybe it's better just to play the Adept. Oh, that's a bad blocker against the Fervent Champion. So we're just gonna play this one and pass. And then we just maybe just tap down the Ranger Captain. Just for tempo. Then he can't attack with the Fervent Champion either. Ah, that's why. So I'm gonna take 4 points of damage. But if I tap down this one, then I will only take 3 points of damage, because then he can't attack. Because now this one can attack. I couldn't block the 2-1 first striker, so... Okay, he can tap down something. For 2 mana, that's pretty good. Either while too slow here. Okay, the Hurkylls Recall coming back out. Okay, so the problem is he can tap down the Trickster, but then his Ranger Captain doesn't have a good attack. At least we can double block here. Against this deck here, I much better like the subtleties. They're better at least. Hey Rocket, thanks. Rocket says that he likes to watch me on my streams. He likes my YouTube videos. Thank you so much. And working on a regular stream schedule would be a good idea. Okay, it doesn't seem to have that much more here. Glassblue Mimic. It's pretty decent. So now we have some big creatures. You only tap one of them down. Is it worth attacking in with this one? I think it is. No, we gotta get the beats on here. I think I doesn't remove spell here. You can tap the Trickster down, but the Master's also blocking pretty decently. Uh-oh. Okay. Doesn't really do anything here. Let's draw a Merfolk here. Nice, that's a really good Merfolk to draw. So these are all mountains. What if we attack with these two here? Then you can block and give me down for a lot here. That's like 4, 5, 6 damage. He didn't want to tap down. Oh, he couldn't tap. Okay. Interesting line. So we can only tap one. So I think giving him 60 points of damage is pretty nice here. So he's pretty dead next turn unless you do something good here. Maybe he has a Fury. Ooh, Sword of Fire, nice. That's a good card. But we do have the Hurkylls Recall. That's really nice. Look at the tech here. He's gonna get blown out here. Yes. You. That's funny to me. That is funny to me. Okay. Not the worst. We won the 4th round. We'll be right back for the next one here. Okay. Last match of the league. Let's get the 4-1 against Polu here. This hand is pretty nice. We got what we want. And we even managed to have an insane starting, you know, playing on the play here. I don't want to run out the Tide Shaper, even though Spreading Seas is interesting. Actually, maybe we should here, since we have the Spreading Seas. So we have some protection against what's going on. And also I can use the Spreading Seas to buff up my Tide Shaper. The reason why I like this line as well is that it allows me also to run out a turn 3 Sphere Protected. Ooh, look at this. How did he know? The reason why I would do this here is that if he has something he want to crack it for, so then I get not want to damage him. This is good here. Draw the land, which means that we can play the Svelun next turn. Hopefully he'll play as Expressive Iteration or something. He needs to do something because he knows we have a lore as well. Okay, so this is Stoneblade. Or Hammer Time. No, they're not running Rock and Trime. The problem against this deck, Sword of Fire, nice. That's good for him. It's gonna take some time before it gets online, and if you want to use his turn next turn to get that down, I don't mind all of this here. He's not gonna trade here, so let's just attack with both. Trading for the adept seems crazy here, but he's actually considering it. I don't really mind trading either, because if you're gonna kill our Svelun in this matchup, it's not gonna be through, you know, damage. He was considering it. Really nice draw with the Force Negation. Means that we can now protect it, and actually pitching the Spreading Seas is absolutely fine here. Franciscus asked if I already played Pioneer Merfolk. Bro, link me a list. I would love playing some Pioneer Merfolk. That would be fun. I played some Historic when Historic was something people want to play. And welcome, Franciscus. Nice to have you here. We're just having the last game of this league here. Ooh, Tefers. Sir, I would like to counter you. And let's just pitch the Spreading Seas. I think the Lord is too valuable here. If they're running Stoneforge Mystic, I don't think they're running Supreme Verdict. Okay, so he takes out Svelun here. But my Lord is gonna, you know, make sure if I draw a land, actually, I can take him for, what's that? It's a lot of damage. But now Supreme Verdict would be amazing for him. I just don't think the Stoneforge Mystic lists are running Verdict here. Okay. I think it's still worth getting the Lord down. Or is it? Oh yeah, the Lord is good, then we lethal next turn. There's good force on the Teferi. You know, bouncing Svelun is just a great line. And that also frees up the Solitude to remove my Lord. Okay. Let's draw a land here. That would be amazing. I think my best draw is actually just drawing a Mutavault here. Lord's also decent. I think everything here is too risky. I think, you know, they could have a counterspell. The good thing about playing the Lord is that then another Solitude won't let him be able to block our Adept or something. So maybe playing the Lord is good, because then he's forced to show his hand. I just like to having the trickster up here. What can he have here? I think we should play the Lord. That also makes the Lord into a threat. He needs to counter here, and then he shows his hand, you know? If it's Archmage's Charm or something, then he leaves us with a, you know, lethal board, and then he needs to jump the Stoneforge Mystic on the Lord. He's on 8 exactly, and I have 8 power on the board without the Mutavault. So if he counters here, he shows his hand. That's why I think it makes sense to play this out. While we wait on this guy, let's watch this Mono Blue Pioneer deck. Look at this. I'm gonna look at that a bit later. Let's look sexy. Looks really sexy. Okay, he's cracking the Scalding Tarn, so he's doing something here. See, if you Archmage's Charm here, then it's absolutely nice for us. Then he's forced to trade with the Stoneforge Mystic on the Atlantic, or just jump, you know. Because why would he crack it here? That's in 7. Archmage's Charm. Yeah, look at this. This is perfect. So now his Stoneforge Mystic is essentially dead. So we just attack with the team here. That's lethal. So he needs to jump there. That's his big decision point here. So that was actually a really nice Lord. Getting it down there was perfect. Now we have the Mutavault lethal. So he needs to both deal with our board and the Mutavault. And he has no thing, you know, no Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah. I think also something control rise, you know. I think it's Stoneblade, right? You know. No graveyard hate here is good. Spring Seas is not that good either. Maybe just taking the force. What did he find, actually? Yeah, I like Brazen Borrower because he found the... Maybe that's better than Force Negation. It's because he found the... with the Spreading Seas... Oh, with the Stoneforge Mystic, he found the Sword of Fire and Ice. So, nice to have a Brazen Borrower against that. Yeah, I got one Swayloon actually for that. I think the Spreading Seas is actually even better. Simply because we have too many 3-drops now with two Brazen Borrowers, Kira, and 3 Swayloons. And this Swayloon is not at its best in this matchup because they have so many ways of handling it. Counterspell is not that good on the play here. Maybe it's actually decent in this matchup. Maybe a Counterspell is better than a Spreading Seas. Now we're just twisting, you know, splitting hairs, but... Oh, this hand is so close to... No, this... So close. Okay. Yeah, decent. Tidetaper is pretty nice. allows us to have a pretty nice turn 2 play. Prismatic Ending on the Ether Vial. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna curve out anyways. No, Stoneforge Mystic, okay. We're gonna find the sword again. We can take out his white source, maybe, hopefully that's his only white source. Then he can put it in with this mysterious Stoneforge Mystic here. Battle Skull, okay, interesting. I'm actually more afraid of sword than Battle Skull. And we can Violin Lord next turn, hit him for 3. So I'm not hitting the situation here. Don't draw in, we can actually hit him in for 6. Damn. Master of the Pearl Trident in against the blue player. No! He's gonna get Battle Skull in now. We need to draw tricks to them. At some point. We can take one hit, that's fine. He's going to use his entire turn on this. The best draw, I think, would just be an island, so we can play this Svelun on curve. That's annoying, but notice here how he doesn't get to play Stoneforge Mystic now. But he has a counterspell though. That's so obvious. I think against a counterspell, I think I just want to hit in instead. Either Vial just makes me do nothing. I'd rather with the Either Vial and Master next turn. So I think it's better to activate Mutavault here. Notice if he solitudes the Tide Shaper, get dressed down, that's fine. That's actually really good for him. No, yeah, because this is a static effect, not a ability, so he actually kind of overlooked that. I was also like, that doesn't really work, does it? Because, this effect is not something that's it's a static effect. Okay, now he can place Battle Skull and block, so I don't want him to do that. He might have a counterspell, so we want to try to bait out the counterspell by playing something here first. Playing Svelun is just so bad because then he can both counterspell and put in Battle Skull. But playing the Ether Vial and the Master allows us to double spell. So let's start by the Ether Vial because I'd rather want him to counter the Ether Vial than the Master. Or do I? He doesn't know about the Master. It's actually interesting here because... No, the Ether Vial is so slow at this moment, it doesn't really... But the Ether Vial is so great against him because we can put in our threats uncounterable. I think he has exactly Counterspell and Battle Skull. So that's his 2 plays, So I think I want to... If I play down Svelun, he just counter it and put in Battle Skull and hit for 4. That's a really bad situation. So I think the right play is to play Master and Ether Vial. The concept is that who do I play first then? If I play the Master first, he's going to counter it. And then I can resolve the Ether Vial. And then the Ether Vial is going to be really slow to get up and running. Playing the Ether Vial first is interesting because that allows for him to have a choice, But if I play the Ether Vial first, I have to play the Master anyways. So I think it makes sense to play the Ether Vial first. See what he does. Okay, and then we play the Master to see what he has here, because we can attack without the Master coming in. Here comes the counterspell. Mystical Dispute, okay. No bueno. And now we can pass. This Battle Skull is gonna be really good for him. Is this member good? This matchup for us? Maybe it is. We'll take the Germ token and the Stoneforge Mystic out. I think our problem is that we need to resolve something here. And he's sitting on counter spells here. So here, I don't want to play the Master, because the Master is going to be violent next turn on counter it. So I think it's better just to play down the Svaelum. And he's going to counter it, and that's fine. He did not counter it, which is interesting. I don't think I want to put in my Glass Bloom yet. I think that could be valuable. Oh, Solitude, of course. This is a beating. We need the fourth subtlety here. I think that's maybe in there as well already. Yeah, it is. We need the counter spells here. Counter spells is of course really good in this matchup against on the play at least. I don't think we can come back for this. This is just too much. But okay, then again, next turn we have Indestructible Svaelum. So I actually think I want to take the 7 points of damage here, even though it sounds crazy. But now, so then we have Indestructible Svaelum to block. Hopefully he doesn't have a counterspell. I can't play around a counterspell here. No, I can't. Didn't have it. Do we want to attack with this? Or rather want to have the Either Vial up and running as a surprise. Okay, it's fine. Let's get in the counter spell. Considering the dismembers here, you know, you can take out Stoneforge Mystic. It's not the best. I think it's fine. The Racing Bro is kind of somewhat meh. This is a really nice hand. Let's keep this. We got early pressure. I have to be aware what to draw next turn because I don't. It makes sense to play out two Giant Chippers. We can't do that anyways. Oh, he's gonna crack it now. What does he have here? No, okay, prismatic ending. Maybe we're gonna counter this. Yeah, I think we should. Either Vial is just so good against his counter magic. This is good. the beating on here. No Stoneforge Mystic this time around. Let's just draw a Lord here. Salty Overload. Okay, cycling address down. Notice that here it worked actually. He must be confused. Considering he has, you know, are we subtletying a Teferi? I think we might be. Seems crazy though. I think we have to put our Ether Vial up here, even though it's completely ridiculous when we have, you know, a million 2-drops. That's actually a really big decision. I think I want to get him up to 4 as fast as possible. Okay, well, that does matter then. That's actually unfortunate. This means that our really good play by him. We can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Now I can put in a Stoneforge Mystic at least. You know, this turn he has to untap first. Okay. So we can both subtlety and for counter spell. We're going deep on these guys, but they kill him in 2 turns here. But he's got to get this up to 5, which means that he can solitude in. That's unfortunate. Archmage's Charm is a great card. Nothing. Okay. Okay. I think I had to just hold up counterspell here. See, he can't get his solitude, the Ether Vial up to solitude level. And we can protect our 2 threats with counterspell and subtlety. We can even double subtlety. Which is why I think it's not great to play the Tide Tipper. It means that I can't play the counterspell, and it means that I can only subtlety. Then we still have subtlety, of course, but thank God I got this Tide Tipper in at the right moment, right? Come on, Lumi. Let's do this. Okay. So this is a guy excited about his plays here. He has a Solitude. Just gonna tap out here. Dress down. What happens if you counter that? He dies, right? I should have seen that coming. That's unfortunate. Now I think we die because now we can get him in from Ether Vial instead. That's bad. And knowing that the Ether Vial is actually going to win him the game here. That's how it is. It was a nice play to take it. He did have Supreme Verdict. Okay. That's how it is. If he doesn't have any more Solitudes, I think we have a chance. But either Vile and Solitude against us is like broken. Three cards in hand. Okay. It's not a creature spell. Just a second too late. So he's gonna get 7 points of health next turn. I don't think we can avoid dying, losing this race here. Of course we can trade with the Solitude when he attacks in, and that's fine. Let's do that. So we have to counter that. Okay, at least that resolves. Get straight here. Okay, we in it. 2 cards. If it's bad cards, we have a chance here. There's so many ways we can die here. So I think the correct play is to play Subtlety and try to double block, which is like hopeless. There's so many ways that can go wrong. And notice that he also has a live Celestial Colonnade. So we can't really just take 4 points of damage here. We have to stop the bleeding. This can go wrong in many ways, but we don't have a chance at this moment. Sometimes you don't have the choice of playing around cards. You can just Solitude when we block and eat up 2 cards here. But if we don't do this, we are gonna die so soon. But he's using some time on Aura Blocker, so maybe we have a chance here. Okay, it's good for us. Hopefully no big threat here. No, nothing. Okay. Either Vile is not the draw we wanted. We can't attack because of the Colonnade. The problem is that he's gonna put Batterskull back to hand, and then we are just back to square one. But it's gonna take some time for the Batterskull to start attacking again. There was consideration of attacking with Tide Shiver, but Throwing away Tide Hero for the Battle Skull to be slowed down a turn, I don't think it's worth it. With Dillion Click, okay, at least we can subtlety that. And now he... that was actually really good for us, because now he missed his Battle Skull trigger. Oh, of course, yeah, it's only 3 mana. I remember it being 4, but he still gets to do it. But now he needs to tap out to do that, and then we can hit in. Let's draw something like... okay. We can't replay the... We can't replay the Battle Skull this turn, so we got some time here. Let's draw some good cards. That is a good card. Unfortunately, we need a Lord as well, because he will be able to block this with... But a Lord would be nice. A Lord would be definitely nice. Uh-oh. He was saying saving a Solitude. Yeah. Having a Solitude up is just like ridiculous. I think we should just give it to him. Well done, sir. And that was an unfortunate ending to the game, but we did manage to get a 3-2. So thanks for watching, guys, and of course if you like the content, don't forget to give a like, and if you made it this far, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That was a great one, but only managed to get a 3-2. So we'll have to win the next Modern League run here.